Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today, and welcome to our third episode in our Beginner's Guide to Rocket League. So, last week we covered how to flip the ball and power shots, and today we're going to cover our basic recovery, and I'm going to show you how to half flip as well, which is a very important mechanic to learn. It's probably better to learn this early on, I'd say. It's one of the earlier mechanics you should learn. Definitely, if you're in gold, trying to get into platinum, your half flip is going to help you out a lot. So let's jump into the training and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are in training, and we're just going to practice some of our recoveries. So for a lot of you who are starting out to the game, you maybe don't really know what that means when I say working on your recovery. Your recovery is just, say, it can be many things, but it's mainly to do with keeping your speed in situations where you're not in complete control of your car. So for instance, if you get bumped or you have to come off the walls, yeah, there's ways of maintaining your speed a lot better. So a good way to train this is you want to remember that you can jump, and with the controls we set up in the first episode, we can air roll our cars either way like this. So a good practice is to take ball cam, you can actually have it on, and just jump off the walls and try and see if you can land with all four wheels. Now it's going to be hard when you first start out. You're probably going to jump and you're going to be kind of struggling to control your car, and you're going to go like this. But just, you can have ball cam off actually, just jump off, air roll your car, and just keep doing this. See if you can drive up the wall at different angles. And the point is that you're always trying to land on all four wheels. So you can drive up the wall, jump off, land on all four wheels. You don't have to jump onto the walls, but I'm just doing it there. And this is really good for recovery, because if you're coming off the walls, you always want to land on all your four wheels. That just keeps your momentum going. You don't want to land funny. This way you can get right back into the play if you end up on one of the walls here. Now, I wouldn't recommend ever really jumping off too high unless you're going for like an aerial, because it's really slow. If you're really high up on the walls and you need to get down, just turn and go down, because it's much faster than jumping. But if you're pretty low, it's fine to jump off like this. So yep, just jumping off the walls, landing on all four wheels every time. Like this. Okay, so that's our first kind of tip for recoveries, is how to recover off the walls there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cover is how to half flip. Now, I'll show you what a half flip looks like first, and then I'll explain why it's useful. But a half flip looks like this. Just like that. So it's half a flip, and then you rotate your car back like that. Now, when you first start out, this is going to be quite hard to do, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to get, and I guarantee you, after about 15-20 minutes of practicing this, you'll pretty much have it. Maybe not every time, maybe not very clean, but you'll definitely be able to do it. So what's happening here is there's two steps to the half flip. The first step is what we call a flip cancel. So for those of you that don't know, you can cancel your flips in this game. So if I just do a front flip like this, I go all the way. But if I do a front flip and then immediately after I front flip, I'm going to pull back on my stick, it's going to do something called a flip cancel. It looks like this. See how my car's going backwards. So you might be able to see already how this works. So basically we need to do a backwards flip cancel, which means we're going to do a backflip. But halfway through our backflip, or immediately after we backflip, we're going to push up on our stick. So try drive in reverse, and then just land like this. And just get good at doing that first. Just backflip. Okay, that if you accidentally flip a little bit diagonally, sometimes your car will go all the way around, which is absolutely fine. It's actually a quicker way of half flipping. I'm not the best of them, something I still need to work on, but just get good at doing this. Just roll backwards to a backflip, and then stall your car like that. So all you have to do after you've done that backwards flip cancel is now you need to air roll your car 180 degrees in either direction. It doesn't matter which one you want to do, whichever one you prefer doing most. So we're just going to drive backwards, flip cancel, and flip to the side. It's kind of a bad example there. Let's try to get a good one. There we go. Drive back, flip cancel, and land on all wheels, like so. Now you can actually do this going forwards as well, so if you do want to get really good at it, you can just constantly try them. Drive forwards, drive backwards, and see if you can go around the pitch. The forward ones, for me anyway, they're a bit harder because I don't practice them nearly as much, but the backwards one is definitely the one that it's going to help you out the most. And you can just try and go around the pitch doing these half flips. So these half flips are really good. For instance, you might tee up for a play. You don't think the guy's going to beat you, but then he does beat you to the ball, and now all of a sudden the ball's heading back in your other direction. So your only two options would either be to turn really slowly and then head back, or if you've cheated up and you realize they've gotten past you, you can quickly stop, do a half flip, and now you're already on your way back. So it's really good for recovering when you, once the play is kind of turned around the other direction. So there's one other thing I think we might actually cover in this episode because we still have a bit of time here, and that's going to be wave dashing. Now this one's a bit more of a harder mechanic, but it's definitely, for me anyway, when I started the game, the second I learned this mechanic, I was just doing it around all over the place because it's really fun. So what a wave dash is it's when you flip just as you're coming onto the ground. So I'll show you. If I jump, let my wheels come to the ground, and then I just flip forwards. That's all it is. So I'm jumping, tilting my car back, I'm letting those back wheels hit off the ground, and as they hit off the ground, then I'm flipping forwards. So that's all a wave dash is. And you can do a wave dash in all directions. You can tilt your car this way, and go this way. You can go left. I'm not very good at these ones. You can go backwards. So, so basically just a little jump, tilt back, front flip as your wheels hit the ground. Like this. See, you can just wave dash your way around the field. Another really good way of recovering sometimes, especially when you're low on boost. Sometimes you'll get bumped and you can just get a little wave dash, and you'll still be good. Because what a lot of people don't know is if you get bumped in this game and you're up in the air, I can't really show you that here, but if you get bumped and you're in the air, because you haven't jumped, or if you haven't jumped anyway, if you're just sitting on the ground and some guy comes and bounces you in the air and you go flying over here, then you still have your flip because you've not pressed X. That's how the game works. If you've not jumped once, it gives you your flip for whenever you want. So that's another good thing to note is if you do get bumped, sometimes you can use your flip to kind of get a good recovery. But yep, just wave dash around the field like this and see if you can get the hang of it. And then maybe if you're getting really confident at it, you can incorporate what we did at the start. You can jump off the wall into a wave dash. This is what I always do when I'm coming off the walls. I almost never jump off the walls without doing a wave dash because it gives you that little extra bit of speed. Just drive up the walls, jump off, wave dash. And what you can actually do is you can chain these wave dashes together, and this is another advanced technique, something I also need to work on. But it's a lot of button inputs, but you can wave dash into a drift and then just keep wave dashing. So for the sideways wave dashes, this is going to be the most easiest way of demonstrating it. If I jump, wave dash, hold my drift, wave dash, hold my drift. Like that. I can only really do them this way because I'm really bad with my other side of my car for the wave dashes. But so all I'm doing there is I'm wave dashing, and then I'm holding my drift button, which is L1. So you can see my button inputs here: jump, wave dash, hold L1. Oh, messed up there. But as long as you hold drift, and you never let go of drift when you're obviously you don't want to hold drift when you're in the air, but if you're on the ground and you're holding drift, you're going to keep that momentum going. So you can just try chain these dashes together just to get really good mechanics on the wave dashes. Let me try an example going the other way, but it's probably not going to work. Yeah, because it tilts my car the wrong way. Maybe that's something I need to improve on, is doing the wave dashes the other way. But to be honest, you only really need one to have a good recovery. Both would be handy, but that's something you guys can practice doing. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for this episode of Beginner's Guide to Rocket League. I hope the video was helpful. Leave a like if it was, and drop a comment down below if I didn't explain anything enough in detail, or if there's anything else you'd like to see in the future. I'll leave a link to my Twitch and my Discord down below in the description, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. apart from that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.